Hi everyone, welcome back to Mike on Mike. Let's check out the films that come out tomorrow and see if they'll pop or flop. Today we'll be checking out Desert Warrior, Fuze, Michael, and Over Your Dead Body. And since we already checked out Mother Mary, we'll just read new reviews for it. Okay, the first film is Desert Warrior. Pretty interesting. It looks like, what's that? There's an old movie back, Lawrence of Arabia, maybe? Looks like that, I guess. Or maybe Prince of Persia. I mean, this looks like the cover, I guess. So, yeah, this is kind of random from Anthony Mackie, who, if you guys haven't seen that show, Twisted Metal, that I think he's pretty hilarious in that show. It's pretty funny. All right, so this movie is rated R. It is an hour and 54 minutes. Could be a good amount of time for this, not 2.5 hours. Doesn't drag, hopefully. Hopefully it's not too fast at an hour and 30 minutes. So this hour 55 minutes should be a positive for it, I guess. Okay, let's check out this trailer.
Get back!
It was a legend told for generations. The forgotten warrior. And the princess in exile. The land was ruled by fire and blood.
That old man is no longer a king.
We need you to guide us.
Against an empire.
Power was wielded without mercy.
All I want now is her head. Bring me that.
This will be swift.
Our tribes had killed each other for centuries.
I know they are not your favorite neighbors, but they are good fighters. How do you beat an empire?
We fight this battle together.
Are you with me?
I'm tired of fighting.
You have no choice. Give me the go!
It's time you become who you might be.
Well, looks pretty cool. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. I think Anthony Mackie's doing a good accent. It doesn't sound like, in my opinion, Chris Hemsworth doing his American accent in Crime 101. I feel like it's too, it's like, I don't know, you can hear it, like, obviously trying, I guess. I don't know. Anthony Mackie here, it doesn't seem like he's trying. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds natural. Like, it sounds like he actually has an accent, not Anthony Mackie doing an accent. Kind of cool. I like the trailer. It looks kind of like, I don't know, like Lord of the Rings in the desert or Dune, and maybe that's why they think that this movie should exist or whatever. But I think that Dune has kind of like a more, like a thicker, cooler kind of a story. If this is based off a book, that would be a lot different, I think. That's pretty cool. This looks cool. Maybe they are showing a little too much. 2 minutes, though. They probably could have shown more. They could have shown what they wanted to show in a minute and 30-second trailer. So, yeah, I don't know. They like those dogs coming out of the cages. Maybe they didn't need to show that. Or as they run away, it fades so you don't see them fully or something. Because that means that this isn't like a regular world. there's like some bit of like a little bit of magic or whatever, you know, like, but there's not like wizards and witches and all that. So it looks like something like that is happening or whatever. Maybe, yeah. So we'll see how far that goes. If there's dragons in it, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that would be more of a fantasy, but there's things in it that seem kind of like, oh, maybe there's some sort of magic going on. Like Lord of the Rings, right? There's magic, but not everybody can do magic, I don't think, right? I think Gandalf has like one trick. No. I don't know. I'm just saying. So I don't know if this is like going to be like that. So I like the trailer. It looks pretty cool. If it's beautifully made and well produced, I mean, it looks like it. If the cinematography can, you know, live up to it, whatever, that should be good for this. This feels like a movie that should have good cinematography, basically. It looks like it would have good shots of the, you know, of the desert, the sun coming up, the sun going down, you know, time lapses of the sky, you know. They could be really cool uses of that. This is an action, adventure, drama, history, war. The plot is an honorable and mysterious rogue known as Hanzala makes himself an enemy of the Emperor Kisra after he helps a fugitive king and princess in the desert. See? That looks pretty cool. That looks really like simple and straightforward. That could result in the twist being that this Hanzala guy is actually the father of the princess, right? Or he reveals he's lost his daughter. And then it seems like this princess might be that daughter. And then it turns out that the fugitive king, I don't know, adopted the daughter. And then Hanzala feels really bad. And then the king dies. And that makes us feel bad for Hanzala to root for him. And then they take his daughter, the princess, and then he gets her back. Reuniting father and daughter. I don't know. That's what I would do, you know, and that would be the big twist. You're like, why do they care about this guy, whatever? They don't want him to find out that she's his daughter and he is a rightful heir to the throne or whatever, or he's entitled to the treasure or the gold or I don't know, whatever stuff they're fighting for over in this world. That could be pretty cool, though. That's what I would do. It's a simple premise that could warrant a simple or a complex twist in a way. It's simple, but it's like, I don't know, you know, it would be something that you're not thinking of, maybe. I don't know. If they could distract you from that thought, it would be cool. Director Rupert Wyatt, not familiar with him. Let's see. Writer, director, producer from south of England. He is a founding member of the film collective Picture Farm. Prolific commercial output. Dark Days, Fishing Without Nets. Okay. Let's see. What else? So previous Desert Warrior, Animal Farm, The Mosquito Coast, 6.8 stars, 15 episodes. Wow. Captive State, 6 stars, produced by The Exorcist, almost 8 stars, 10 episodes. Well, executive producer of it, but I get executive producer. But then, yeah, I mean, he basically directed all of them. Wow, we did 1 episode. These are pretty high ratings. Wow, we did Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Wow. The Escapist, Get the Picture. These are, Tix is low rated, but the rest of these are pretty high rated. Wow. I hope this turns out good. It looks good. Even if it doesn't, you could still be like, well, 1 bad movie, that's fine. You got all these other good ones. Rather than it being all bad. They're all 5.6 stars with maybe 1 6.0. This one would have to get 7.5 stars. Hopefully the budget's low. Jesus. I wonder what the budget was for Rise of the Planet of the Apes. 100 million because of Andy Serkis and his mocap. I bet you. How much? I'm gonna say 120 million. What do you think? 120 million. Ready? 93. Wow. Well, do you think this Desert Warrior? I hope it's 100. I hope it's 80 million or 70. Because then it's probably not going to make that much, right? I'm assuming Urban Jungle and Boxman are his upcoming projects. This movie, I hope it's 60 or 50 million maybe, or 40. So we can make 50 or 60 million at the box office. Oh wait, I didn't see the writers. Erica Beanie, Gary Ross, 3 writers? Really? The Battle of Shaker Heights, Captive State, and Desert Warrior screenplay. Upcoming Urban Jungle also. So they're like a right. So these people work together then. Gary Ross. I don't know if I know this guy. Let's see. Hunger Games, Pleasantville. Is Pleasantville? Oh my god. Ocean's 8. Okay. Well, that actually didn't do as bad as I thought. I don't think I saw that one. Or maybe I did watch it. The Hunger Games 7.2. The Tale of Despero. Seabiscuit. Dude, this is some gnarly movies. I was gonna say big movies. Wow. Dude, these are big. Those are, I mean, not big in a way. I mean, I guess like specific maybe is what I'm trying to say. Specific movies, I guess. I mean, Pleasantville is a scary, weird movie. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's off-putting. I don't know. Anyway. So this is this guy's stuff. Another guy's David Self. Haven't we seen this guy before? David Self. Let's see. Desert Warrior, the Wolfman. He hasn't done anything in that long. What? Look, he did really well. He started off low. Then he went up, and he got some confidence over 4 years in between. 2 years, 4 years, and then 4 years. And then 5.9 stars scarred him so much that he said, "Hey, I'm taking some time off. I'm not." 2010, he took so much time off. Wow. Is that 15 years? And then he said, I got a movie in mind. Maybe he got so scared he moved out to the desert. And then he wrote this and came back. I got it. I'm back. I got another movie to do called Desert Warrior. And then it said, oh, perfect timing. You know Anthony Mackie? He just wrapped up Twisted Metal. So we're going to cast him as your Hanzala or whatever the guy's name is. All right. Well, interesting. Those are the writers and directors. Aisha Hart, Ben Kingsley, and Anthony Mackie are the stars. Sharto Copley, who played the robot from District 9. Or right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not Chappie. Right? No, he played Chappie, but he also played the alien, that character who turns into an alien or whatever or something. That's such a wild movie. Weren't they going to make District 10? Should I click on this and see? I thought there's a rumor that there would be or could be a District 10 to see what happened. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Wickus. It's one of those things where the movie would be like, they would do District 10 and you don't need a sequel and it would bomb, you know, and ruin it or whatever. Oh yeah, Hardcore Henry. These are some iconic movies for what they are. Just a point of view movie. It's That's crazy. I really wish it would have gotten more of, like, hopefully it did. I mean, it got a low rating, but for what it is, it should have gotten more praise. Let's see if this guy, nah, he's not, no, District 10, I guess. Or District 9 2. That would be the thing, is they'll mess up the name. Besides messing up the movie and making a bad sequel, they will also make a bad name. District 9 2. District 9.2? I don't know. All right, let's see. So no reviews. Wow, really? I'm surprised. Okay, well, we can just go straight to the Rotten Tomatoes ones, I guess. By the way, here is the Google search for the budget for this film. If that is true, this movie's gonna bomb. It's gonna make 70 or 80 million opening day. There's $150 million. I told you, it looks expensive, or it looks like a lot of stuff. But really, $150 million? Really? If they need to use AI to not film all of that and just do it on a computer to keep the cost down, they should have done it. The point is to make a movie that makes money. This is going to have $170 million opening day. Or 140? Over 100. Really? They're that confident? That's insane. It is recognized as one of the largest budget productions to take place in Saudi Arabia. They actually film there. It's a Saudi-backed. They really think the budget increased from an initial 70 million to over 150 due to extensive reshoots and production issues? No. Oh my God. Maybe it really is amazing. Maybe it just has that X factor thing that just makes it like, this is actually really cool. God, I hope that's true. $150 million? Are you serious? Okay, here are the Rotten Tomatoes. There is nothing so far. A $150 million Saudi-backed Anthony Mackie starring film has zero attention or activity, and it wants to make, let's just say, $1 billion. And it really thinks to put $150 million into this, and it's gonna make it's gonna make money. Are you serious? Are you serious? 6 reviews from the critics, and not one audience person has seen it. Oh my God. Can somebody say flop? That's really crazy. Joshua Polanski from In Review Online gave it a tomato, saying, how many times have you seen hyenas zombified into furry and unstoppable carnivorous weapons of mass destruction? Perhaps there are still some new things under the sun. Oh, is that being sarcastic? You've never seen this. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, in contrast to this one, Mark Dusick from Mark Reviews Movies, giving 1.5 out of 4 splats, saying, surely there's a better approach to this particular story and would have little or nothing to do with Mackie's character. Okay. Robert Koider, Flickering Myth, gave it 2 out of 5 splats, saying, with aspirations of being a historical epic harkening back to blockbusters of last year, Rupert Wyatt's 17th century Arabia tale is about as generic and especially dull as one would expect. Is that true? Brian Orndorff from Blu-ray.com gave it a C splat, saying there are highlights to enjoy, but it takes quite a bit of patience to wait for them. My God. AV Offer from New York City Movie Guru gave it a splat, saying an intense and occasionally thrilling, but bland and vapid action adventure with great production values. Oh my God. What in the world? I don't know. James Mottram from the National UAE, United America, what is that? Emirates, whatever that is, the UAE, right? This is from them. This is probably a paid fake review. I don't know. I mean, it gave it 2 out of 5, not 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10. I'm impressed on that. Desert Warrior may not redefine the historical epic, but delivers what it promises: scale, spectacle, and a vivid sense of place. And that's it. And this costs $150 million. My God. Are these people insane? Okay, well, I don't know what to say about this movie. I'm going with that it's probably going to turn out lame. They're probably not going to do what I said, where the princess is his daughter and he's been looking for his daughter forever. And that's why this whole thing is happening, because he is going to become king of the throne and they don't want that. Or I don't know, right? Wouldn't that be better? Sholto Copley, now that I notice him, he looks really cool. I bet you his performance will be pretty awesome. It's probably going to be lame with the $150 million budget. It's going to flop. It has to make 140 opening day and then end with 180 in a week. I mean, and then make 200 in the next week and then fall off, you know, or not even fall off, but I don't know. It's probably Anthony Mackie will probably be liked. Sholto Copley, whatever, will probably be liked. Even if it does draw a crowd, I guess, because of how it looks, it can't make any money. It's not. It's gonna make 180 or 770, 170 at the end of its run. It's, you know, it needs to make 140 million by Monday, or 120 maybe. Definitely over 100. Best case is 130 or 140. And then in a week, it makes over its 150. And then at least, I mean, if it can't triple it, right? 1.5, but, or 2.5 times, whatever, 1.5. At least it'll be over the 150, which is still better than being under it. And I think it's actually going to be in the top 15 just because of how it looks, really. The next film is Fuze. It seems like it reminds me of The Hurt Locker, I guess. Kind of like the idea, the premise, I guess. It's an hour and 40 minutes, rated R. Kind of interesting. Let's see. So yeah, we can check out the trailer. Kind of a short trailer, so it should be cool.
We've got an old bomb in central London.
World War II. Looks like a 1,000-pounder. I'll see you on the dance floor.
Could it blow any minute?
Theoretically, yes.
This area is being evacuated.
Is there anything out there?
There's nothing going on out here.
We're on.
It's ticking.
Clear! Hard cover! No! Go, go, go!
Mom, look at this. I shouldn't be there.
Active message. It appears there's been a massive bank job on Edgware Road.
Repeat, massive bank job.
I've just been worried
working in the sewer, boys. Got the stench to prove it.
They set me up. What did you think was gonna happen?
Okay. So yeah, that looks like a kind of a fun movie, I guess. There's obviously a ticking time bomb. If there's conflict where they can't work together, could be cool. The trailer seems to show, I would say more because like too much because like it's obviously hinting that this is like a setup or something. Like someone is trying to get back at him and plants a bomb there to distract him, maybe to do something else. And then it turns out that it's probably an old enemy that planted it there, right? It's revealed because at the end of the trailer, it starts to make it look like, oh, this isn't just a guy who gets called to to defuse a bomb and for them. But then it turns out that someone planted the bomb there, right? And now he has to find out who's behind it. Probably Sam Worthington's character, I'm assuming. This lady's name is Gugu. I can't believe that. So yeah, I mean, it looks fun, looks kind of cool. An hour and 40 minutes, so could be like, not too long, not too quick, like rushed or whatever. It is a caper, conspiracy, thriller, heist, action, crime, drama, mystery, thriller, war. An unexploded World War II bomb is discovered on a busy construction site in the center of London. Chaos ensues as the military and police begin a massive evacuation against a ticking clock. That's pretty cool. That's what I think. I was saying Avatar 2 and 3 are missing. There's no hurry up. There's no sense of urgency. There's no ticking time bomb. And like the whole time you're like, oh, they can take as long as they need to. They don't have 6 minutes until a bomb goes off and destroys Awa and Pandora, right? There wasn't that. And that's what I said the next one should be, is that they do that so that you're really like, oh my God, they're going to destroy Pandora and they have an hour? That would be horrific. Like this one could do okay if there's like, I guess, a big twist is what I'm saying. It's like, obviously the bomb was planted there by someone, probably Sam Worthington's character, and that's going to be the rest, which they shouldn't have shown in the trailer. If I see this movie and then I do from my other videos, I watch the trailer again to see what spoilers were in it, then I'll watch this again and see if they did. Because that's what I'm thinking. It literally sounds like, it looks like that. It's going to be revealed something's going on. David Mackenzie directed it. Has 6.4 stars, by the way, which, I don't know, is it amazing? Let's see, from the UK. Let's see, Fuze, Relay, Fuze, Relay. He should do Transistor, whatever, Capacitor, chip, whatever, or something. That's funny. I don't know. Solder, maybe, or something. Yeah. I wonder if nothing else, right? That'd be hilarious if he already has it. Like he's doing a series of those. Under the Banner of Heaven, 2 episodes, 7.5 stars, a little mini-series. There's only 2 episodes, or he did 2? Because it is a mini-series. Probably 6 episodes. 7.5, not bad. Homemade, 1 episode. Outlaw King, 6.9 stars. Directed by Hell or High Water, 7.6, not bad. Well, they're not bad. Spread, 5.8. Young Adam, the Last Great Wilderness, Marcy's Dowry. It's got a lot. Yeah, it's got a good amount of stuff. Upcoming Gemstone TV series. Is that? Oh no. Cool. And then we have David Hopkins wrote it. So this guy has done the narrative, 8.3 stars. Co-writer of it. Wow. Fuze, Limonov, The Ballad of Eddie. Inside, 5.5, written by 2023. In Search of Monsters, 7.7 stars. Writer, Marionette, Lawson Karastan. The Market, A Tale of Trade. The Netherlands, Thomas Cats. All right. On sound department. Cool. Well, what else? In Search of Monsters. Oh, basically all of the same. Cool. And then upcoming, he has A Waiter in Paris screenplay. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Theo James. I'm not familiar with Theo James. Sam Worthington. He'll be cool. He needs to get rid of this Jake Sully character, I guess. You technically don't really know it's him, and after, you know, after the first one, for most of it, he's a Na'vi looking thing. Like even Stephen Lang, I'm like, oh yeah, that is Stephen Lang. Wow. You know, they do transfer the actor to a Na'vi, so it's like as if the actor was a Na'vi, but it still like looks like you're like, oh yeah, like you have to really look and be like, oh, I see Stephen Lang. Like, wow, it's so weird to see Stephen Lang as a Na'vi, as like a Native American, like with like tribal stuff on him. It's interesting to see that. Let's see. So this guy has done Dolce & Gabbana, Light Blue 2025 short, an ad maybe. The monkey. Oh! I forgot which one I clicked on. Yeah, so he's okay. Bastion and the Sentinels. The Gentleman. Is this the show? Yeah. The movie I think is better. I don't know. Oh, well, 8 stars? Not bad. The movie's hilarious. It's a very well done film. And all these other ones. The Witcher. So, Theo James. Interesting. Who else is going to be in this? I wonder if there's going to be any secret, like, cameos of people. Any of these? Kind of unknowns, I would say. That's good. Here are the user reviews. There are 27 so far. 7 out of 10. Solid surprise. Actually, a pretty solid surprise. 6 a seemingly generic idea and does some pretty cool stuff with it. Entertaining enough and has some solid twists and turns. Overall, a pretty thrilling film with some really intense moments. Some pretty good ideas. Always keeps you on the edge of your seat. Okay, that's good. 7 out of 10. The crew behind Fuze do not speak American. Their command of the English language is marginal at best. Their idea of an action movie is to shoot up some sheep. No U.S. film producer would tolerate key scenes seemingly designed to encourage youngsters to play deadly games with pipe wrenches, zirconium, and plastic bags when not cavorting in the nearest sewer. Furthermore, American casting officials would not try to confuse viewers by tabbing 3 lookalikes to continually swap places with the quick and the dead in some sort of demented and not fun shell game. This film cannot meet such low standards as The Italian Job and Driver. Is this the correct movie? Did this guy post this on the wrong movie review? I don't know what that means. 8 out of 10 stars, decent crime romp. An enjoyable film that had twists and turns with some good acting from everyone. After about an hour, I thought it was just found to be about, going to be about the bomb story, but it progressed into something more. See, that's what I was saying. The trailer should have stopped there. And there were some funny bits at the end. It's a really good cast. and there was nowhere near as much ham in it as the trailer suggests. Ham, like hard as MF, or just, what does that mean, ham? 7 out of 10, like a fuse and fizzled out. Okay. Like a fuse that fizzled out. Like, okay, but he still gave it a 7 out of 10? That sounds like it's bad, no? I don't know. 6 out of 10, it's suspenseful disappointment. 6 out of 10, what Walt's watching? An unexploded World War II bomb is discovered on a busy construction site in the center of London in Fuze, leaving the precinct evacuated and quieter than a COVID-19 lockdown. Chaos ensues as the military and police work together against a ticking time bomb, but that's only the tip of this iceberg plot from Taylor Sheridan, the writer, not the bath towel. Aaron Taylor Johnson is quietly confident as Major Will Tranter, a sniper and bomb disposal expert whose insubordinate tour of duty got some of his troops killed. Oh, so it's probably one of those people. Watch out for nefarious underbelly activity because no one can be trusted in this movie of heroes and villains. The story cast also includes Theo James with a dodgy South African accent, Aussie Sam Worthington, and lots of familiar faces. So is Sam Worthington trying to do a British accent? Or is he just doing... I would have just had him do an Aussie accent. Just to not have any issues. I would have been like, okay, you're an Aussie character. You're here. You moved here. I don't know, whatever. Rather than, oh, you're British, and then he does a bad British accent, and then that distracts from the movie. Same with this. Like, why can't he just do an American accent, or whatever he is, British or not? Why can't he just do his own accent, and his story is he's visiting, he's on vacation, or whatever. You know, it's kind of dumb. Or don't even mention it. Don't even bring it up. But I think lots of familiar faces. There must be other people in it, like cameos maybe, or whatever. Well, I just read the cast. How are they familiar? I didn't notice them. What else? I think that... I think I know what the story is. Fuze, directed by David Mackenzie, Hell or High Water, keeps the drama coming and flipped my expectations on its head. It's an intense 98-minute police procedural caper conspiracy thriller heist flick that deserves to be seen on a big screen. All right. 4 out of 10, interesting concept, dull execution. See, this seems a little AI, at least like outlined with AI. Maybe the guy wrote it, but it seems like laid out how AI would say something. 4 out of 10, interesting concept, dull execution. Another mystery movie offering from director David Mackenzie, and it suffers from the same shortfalls. The premise is cool, the disarming of a bomb and a covert bank heist taking place at the same time? Oh. But 5 characters missing action, the motivations drag it down to streaming standards. Positives, is this guy again? Oh yeah, Gremlin Lord. Positives, great concept, liked learning about bomb defusing, competing types of tension was interesting. Negatives, characters have no history of characterizations. Okay, but you know enough that their accents conflict, right? But some don't like each other for some reasons. Some bad CGI and compositing shots. Lacks action and snappiness. Film meanders along. Ending was abrupt and lacking depth. In the end, Fuze failed to live up to its premise. Pointless characters, bland acting, and a dull pace kept it from even approaching entertaining for me. Feels like a quick made-to-stream movie. 4 out of 10. Gremlin Lord 615. Shout out to this guy then. Full review on YouTube. So what if at the end the bomb should go off? That would be pretty sick, huh? That would be kind of cool. Maybe maybe the guy, it's revealed who the guy is who put the bomb there, and he thinks Aaron Taylor Johnson's character has has diffused it, right? And Aaron Taylor Johnson hasn't done that. The bad guy takes it and leaves, and he believes this guy that he did defuse it because he's really good, right? That's his job. And the guy takes it and it blows up and kills him. That'd be a good twist. And at the end, it's just a big explosion. And then there's a joke last line, like, "Oi, how'd you defuse it?" "I didn't." Or, whatever, some joke. Or you want to get shawarma? Or whatever, like a reference to the Avengers, which, yeah, he was in the second one, but that'd be hilarious. I was like, how does he know about that? But that'd be pretty good ending to me. And then it goes from him, they walk away, he gets the girl, and he leaves, or whatever. She believes him now or something, whatever. 5 out of 10. Well, I'm not going to read any more than 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 3 out of 10 tone deaf. What? Is this like political, I'm guessing, or no? Let's see. I was going to say because like the stuff going on, the Iran war, maybe. 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Well, these are kind of better than I was expecting. This bomb is a dud. They're kind of high reviews, are they not? Let's check the Rotten Tomatoes. Here is the budget, by the way, and I hope it's not true. It says that it's approximately 168 million. That is really, again, what in the world? Is that true? This is not gonna, it's not gonna make 80 or 90 probably. Like, what? That is absolutely insane. That's crazy. So 84% from the critics and nothing from the audience. Really? Unapologetically leaning into its own pulpy excess, Fuze detonates as a stylish thriller with energy, craft, and twist to spare. Wow. Critics reviews. Ross McIndo from Slant Magazine gave it 2.5 out of 4 tomatoes, saying the film is much more interested in the logistics of bomb defusal than any of its characters. Sandra Hall, The Age from Australia, gave it 3.5 out of 5 tomatoes, saying character and dialogue are not exactly a priority, but you pick up the essentials as the script hurries you back and forth between plot strands. Okay, that could be good. Donald Clark, Irish Times, gave it 3 out of 5 tomatoes, saying cast in impressive depth. Theo James and Sam Worthington lead the heist. Fuze just about sustains interest. Theo James and Sam Worthington lead the heist. Fuze just about sustains interest over that often too busy closing section. Mackenzie knows how to shoot a car chase and a gunfight, I guess. Matt Lynch, in review online, gave it a tomato, saying Fuze ultimately lands as a tight and fairly novel little thriller, playful and narratively kinetic. Huh. Okay. So then it must not be boring. I just watched Undertone, and oh my God. Like, more stuff should have happened, I think. I don't know. I think there's something to get from that movie. I just haven't figured it out, because the end is done deliberately. It's obviously like, okay, now we're going to do this and that and this and that, and then it ends. And then there's sound. Like, it's obviously done on purpose, but it's like a puzzle, and I haven't figured that one out yet. But it was, like, from the critics' point of that, it was done kind of interesting, but the audience, it was just too slow. So maybe this is able to satisfy the audience, but it seems a little cheap. And again, $160 million budget is insane, though. I can't believe it. So let's check if there's any financials for this Fuze film. Has made $1 million worldwide. Wow. Interesting. So I'm gonna say that it looks cool. I think the trailer shouldn't show all that stuff. I think it could have just cut out the end part where it's obvious that, like I said, it's obviously somebody from his past put the bomb there to distract him to rob the bank, right? and then it turns out it's whatever. I would do at the end, the bomb goes off. You know, that'd be pretty awesome, I think. You know, it's like, that'd be pretty sick. The bomb goes off and destroys like the whole area. They're pretty cool. I think the Hurt Locker could be a comparison. I know it's not an entirely good comparison, but a little bit, you know, the bomb part, maybe, sort of. There's other bomb movies, I believe. I'm trying to think of some. This looks like it could be fun. If it's cheap, I can't believe it, for $168 million or whatever. That's insane. It should have been made for $80 million if it looks that cheap, and it should have gone straight to streaming. I can't even believe that. I'm gonna say that it's obviously not gonna pop. This is gonna flop, obviously, because it's too expensive. It can't make it has to make 150 or 140 opening day. Best case scenario is 155 million or whatever. They think this is going to be a blockbuster movie, like Aaron Taylor Johnson bringing movies back or whatever. Do you think this would do better with Liam Neeson or I don't know, you know, like who else could have done this? Christian Bale? That it would have been just like that movie Terminator Salvation. Who would be good in this movie? Tom Holland, Timothy Chalamet, go a little younger and do the next gen, you know? Go a little further and do like some like real freshman actors or something. I don't know. If this is supposed to be a blockbuster movie, don't you think they should have cast someone who's big right now? Maybe this is a good cast, you know? But shouldn't there also be like some veteran actors? Like, shouldn't Al Pacino be the head of the whoever and he's yelling on the phone, on the thing, on the walkie-talkie? And then Robert De Niro is a mobster and he's there, and whatever. Brad Pitt is there, you know, and there's like a comedic aspect to it or something, and make this just a fun, big movie. I don't know. If that's what they're trying to do, I don't think this is gonna be that, especially to make up for the $170 million budget. That's insane. So yeah, I think it's gonna flop with 70 million, but it probably will be in the top 15. Okay, the next film is Michael. Kinda cool. This has been a big, I guess, kind of a big movie that people are looking forward to. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be affected by, I mean, you know, first, probably, you know, whether you think he's did all that sexual stuff, whatever, all the abuse, whatever. And then the other side would be, or the other things would be the acting, which they apparently got this guy who's related to him rather than an impersonator. So that's good. That's a positive, probably. And then next would be, I mean, it's a biography. You can't really do it like a normal movie. You can't have like a twist in it where it's like, like, oh, he wakes up and it's not true. It is true. You know, like he became a big star. So it's not like, yeah, he wakes up and it's like he dreamt all of it. You know, it has to be, it can't really work in that way. So I don't know. It has to be like it's probably based on the real event. I think it shows, I think it's after his death, which means that would be the big twist, I guess, really. I don't know. Okay, let's check out the trailer though. 2 hours and 7 minutes. Maybe that's enough time, you know? 2 hours. I don't know. That's a lot. At least it's PG-13 though. It's very accessible.
All these songs, just have all these songs in my head. Just gotta get them out. You wanna stay alive, better do what you just getting started.
So you wanna be starting something?
There's no one like you.
Got to be starting something.
This is what I was put on earth to do.
And mother always told me.
I knew you were different the moment you were born. You let your light shine into the world. You are the greatest of all time.
Okay, well, that's actually a good trailer. See how fast that was? You don't need to sell people on Michael Jackson, you know? You don't need to do that. You need to just show like, hey, here's a movie. Here's what it's going to look like. You know, here's the stuff that you're familiar with. We're going to cover all of that, all the music, all the iconic moments. And then here's when it's coming out. That's it. Not showing what the story is, what the plot is. You know, like I said, there's not really usually a plot because it's based off reality. You know, you can't change too much. You just have to rearrange it and put the most dramatic moment at the end, which I think it covers his death. So if that's true, you know, that's going to be the big ending. But it looks like we're going to see all the moments recreated, I guess. Docudrama, period drama, showbiz drama, biography drama, history, music. The story of the famous musician Michael Jackson, known as the King of Pop. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, I guess. Fuqua? We'll go with maybe Fuqua. Antoine Fuqua, I guess. Here is Antoine Fuqua, producer, director, actor. Antoine Fuqua is an American film director. He did Training Day, The Replacement Killers, Tears of the Sun, King Arthur, Shooter, Brooklyn's Finest, Olympus Has Fallen, and The Equalizer. That's awesome. He did music videos, Arrested Development, Prince, Stevie Wonder. Well, let's see what else. Michael, Troublemakers, Around the Mandela Tapes, Mayor of Kingstown, 8.2. Wow, stars, 40 episodes. That's cool. The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, 7 episodes, 7.6. Stands, Rob Peace, King Shaka, The Equalizer 3, The Resident, Emancipation. He's done a lot. Bullet Train, produced by, and then directed all that previous. Wow. He's done so much. Oh my. Little Wayne featured Bruno Mars, Mirror. Wow. He's done so much. Training Day. Oh my God. Well, I hope he's got a lot of experience. I hope it does well. John Logan wrote this. They, Them, Penny Dreadful. 10 episodes. 6.1 though. Alien Covenant, Phobos, Alien Covenant. Screenplay by Penny Dreadful. Wow, this one did better. 27 episodes, 8.2 stars. What is this other one? Penny Dreadful, City of Angels. Yeah, I think I saw an ad for that once. I feel like it's like, I don't know, like unnecessary money-making stuff or whatever. Spectre, Skyfall, Hugo, Rango. Oh my God. Sweeney Todd, The Aviator. Oh, dude, holy crap. Dude, this guy, John Logan. Oh my God. That's insane. Jafar Jackson, Nia Long, Coleman Domingo. Wow. All these other people. Young Tito Jackson. Oh, okay. Marlon Jackson. Cool. Gladys Knight. Quincy Jones, Bill Ray. Wow, nice. Where's Miles Teller? Isn't he in this? Oh, well, I think he's in it. That's going to be a funny role. He always plays a funny kind of character. Oh my God. 366 reviews. Holy. That's insane. 8 out of 10, the greatest of all time, MJ. 2 out of 10, utterly pathetic. Utterly pathetic film supposedly based on Michael Jackson's story. I find that it was way off its mark. And watered down to the point it became stagnant, especially in the time right now when where we are needing to take charge of serious allegations towards so-called superstars and people of wealth and power. Made me feel totally uneasy throughout, knowing fully well this man was a sick individual. See what I'm saying? I don't know. 8 out of 10, very good. Not bad at all. Don't listen to the critics. It's a lot better than what they're complaining about. Very enjoyable, and I'm saying this as a fan of MJ that is aware of what they missed and a lot they should have added. The movie is beautiful. The lighting and all the settings are gorgeous. The acting is also incredible. Great job from Jafar, Giuliano, Domingo, and Nia Long, who were able to really embrace the people they were playing. One of the best biopics out there. 10 out of 10. The movie was splendid. Great biopic of the late Michael Jackson. Overall, a powerful and polished biographical film that honors Michael Jackson's legacy while offering a thoughtful glimpse into his world. Definitely worth watching in theaters, especially for fans of music-driven storytelling. 10 out of 10, Jafar nailed it. 10 out of 10, Michael, a near-perfect tribute to an impossible story. 10 out of 10, a film worthy of the king of pop. So these are the audience reviews, okay? Let's go check out the Rotten Tomatoes and watch. I bet you the critics are going to hate it. What do you think? I'm going to be so surprised. Okay, here are the Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. Oh, like I said, 38% from the critics. The audience, of course, will love it. I don't even understand that because, I mean, it's like you can't judge this movie like a normal movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it has good sound and good visuals, okay, well, a lot of movies you like normally have good sound and good visuals. So this comes down to the acting, where I think that was kind of, I don't know, kind of 50-50, whatever. But people like this guy so much, you know, that they'll give it a high rating. And I don't understand how, like, it isn't a movie like a movie. You know what I mean? This isn't fake. This isn't like, oh, here's a character that Stan Lee created called Michael Jackson, and his backstory is this, and he becomes a big pop star in Marvel Comics. You know? And it's not real. And then one day you make a movie, and, you know, and then Jafar Jackson plays the character, and Tony Stark goes and recruits Michael Jackson to be in the Avengers. That's fake. That didn't happen, you know? So you can't do that. And then the twist is he sacrifices himself for something and he dies, you know? And that's his character arc, whatever. But that's not what happened. This is real. This is a real thing that happened with a person. Therefore, I don't think you can grade it or criticize it on that kind of a level. The sound and visuals are because it has a camera and microphones, you know, and a soundboard and all that. So, and then you can't have a twist in it where, you know, a crazy fan shoots him. That's not what happened. If it was about John Lennon, that's what happened, you know? Not this. You can't do a movie about, you know, an assassin that happened in real life and then change it. It didn't happen. That's not what happened. So, I don't know. I just think it's like, it's kind of weird that, like, at 38%, like, what? Critics' consensus, while Jafar Jackson's smooth moves bring the King of Pop to uncanny life, this musical biopic mostly plays like a greatest hits album that could have benefited from including liner notes to give actual insight into the icon. What? This obviously isn't to get new fans. This has enough fans. This has its audience. you know, like, unfortunately, kind of in a way, we're wrapping up Michael Jackson's legacy with this. We're at the end of all of this. It will live on, but I'm saying, like, this will be the biopic for Michael Jackson. You do another one, it'll be compared to this one. If you do a documentary, there's already been documentaries. So it's kind of like that. This is like putting a bow on Michael Jackson's legacy and life, because everybody who grew up with him, and they sold it to their friends, and then they had kids, and then they grew up listening to them, and the parents played around the kids usually, and they grew up with it. So their audience has gotten to the audience as well as global. The people around the world are big fans, and that's what we would want. We want a greatest hits of the guy. It's not even greatest hits. It's literally more of like what his timeline. His timeline happens to be greatest hits, I guess, you know, but it's not like that. Maybe they picked certain things, but they made a narrative. They made they kind of made a thing, you know what I mean? Like a story or whatever. And it looks, you know, yeah, but it is obviously a story because there's the people in it, the managers, you know, people pulling it back and forth, you know, like deals, like shady people, you know, under the table deals, backstabbing, you know, that could also be part of the movie too, but that makes it a little bit more movie-like, but in a way that, I mean, sort of, but it's also, it's real. It happened. I don't know. I feel like, I just feel like the critics are wrong on this one, you know, like any biopic. Critics reviews. So Randy Myers from San Jose Mercury News gave it 2 out of 4 splats, saying either way, there is no denying that Michael only scratches the surface of Michael, the troubled person, even though it does a commemorable job of showcasing Michael, the star performer. Okay, so maybe it's saying like it's more biased. So maybe it's saying like it's more biased in a way. Maybe that's what they're saying. It's not being fair in showing the bad side. I don't know. That's interesting. That's a good point. Well, I don't know. You know, maybe that is needed. Maybe that is important to actually have all of the sad stuff in it to basically, like, to make you feel more bad for the character, for Michael Jackson, you know, but we all know that. See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's because they're not trying to sell Michael Jackson anymore, you know? Like, you'll listen to his music, whatever. Now people are going to choose that, you know, he did all this weird stuff. I'm not going to listen to music. That's going to affect a lot of it. So what I'm saying is that's why this is the end of the Michael Jackson era, because this is like, they're not trying to get new fans and audience members. They already have the audience. They made this movie basically for them. You know, I thought they show some of the bad stuff. So maybe they don't. I don't know. I thought they showed, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? The father abuse, whatever, all that stuff. So maybe that's what's going to hold the movie down, is that it's not like contrasty. Oh, I don't know. But again, what I'm saying is I don't think it will. For these people, it will. But for the real audience, where they made the movie for them, basically, they said, hey, are you a fan of this guy? Well, we made you this movie, you know? And it's what the audience would want. We already know what the guy has been through. I heard it when it was announced on the radio that Michael Jackson died, you know, like, and as well as growing up with my parents being fans and me, you know, so it's like, we're already fans. You don't need to get new people. It's going to be hard to get new people. And if you were going to do that, you would probably add in all this stuff that these people are saying, so that when you go see the movie, you go, who is this guy? Like, wow, this guy went through all this abuse? oh, I feel so bad for this guy. Okay, now you get new fans. I think they just went through the route of like, we already have fans and stuff. We don't need any new people. So let's just make it for them, I think. So yeah, well, I don't know. It's interesting. 5 stars. This movie is amazing. 5 stars. Such a fun movie. Sounds amazing. Looks great too. Love the acting and storyline. See, this says it's a storyline there. So I don't know. Well, here's a budget as well. I hope it's not true. $200 million. These movies are getting more expensive as we go along. Why is this happening? I don't know why this is happening. $200 million. What? This is a Marvel movie. This is a DC movie. Hopefully it makes that much. That's crazy. How in the world? Yeah, that is I can't believe $200 million budget. I wrote down 155, so they must have just updated that or whatever. They must have just put out a new statement saying, "Hey, guess what? Yeah, it is actually 200 million." We tried to lie and say it was 50 less, but PG-13 for thematic, material language, and smoking. Yeah, Michael Jackson's played by his real-life nephew, Jafar Jackson. That is awesome. I think that's pretty cool. Here's a goof. During the scene where Michael pleads with his record label to get MTV airplay for the song Billie Jean, a platinum record for the Journey album Frontiers is visible. Billie Jean first aired on MTV on March 10, 1983. Frontiers was not certified platinum until a month later on April 4th, 1983. Okay, that's a set guy. That's the continuity guy, right? Whatever. The guy who keeps track of, takes a picture of before and after the set, and then make sure everything is a hot set, and then make sure no one touches anything. That's dumb. Like the bow that Neytiri gets later is visible in the shot at the end before a knock or whoever, one of the kids gives it to him or something. Her. That's kind of funny, but that's CGI. How do you explain that? That's the visual department. They left a prop in. I want to see 155. See, I don't get that. It says 155 million, but then it says 200 million. Wow. So I'm going to say that this movie, I have a good joke coming up. I think it might be the king of flop because it is probably going to make 80 to 100 million opening day and probably, yes, come in top 10. And it's going to get mixed reviews. The critics will hate it because it's not a real movie, even though it doesn't have to be. And the audience will love it. And it will probably make its $200 million in a week or two. So it will start off as the king of flop, and then it will end as the king of pop. So it'll flop with 80 million and come in top 10. Next film is Over Your Dead Body. This one is kind of random, I guess. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe that's good timing. I feel like this could all be closer to Halloween movies. Rated R, an hour and 45 minutes. Hopefully it's like a different take on the whole murder, violent thing because there's been a lot of these movies lately. Hopefully it's funny. Dark comedy, so hopefully it's funny. All right, let's check the trailer out.
Hey, how is it?
It's fine.
I just wanted to cook you your favorite food.
Steak's not my favorite food.
Okay. And what is your favorite food?
Ceviche.
Ceviche? You know what? I'm trying to make it nice for you.
Reasons! Just pretend to be happy for one day.
Please don't do this.
Wakey.
What's going on?
Not much. Having a cup of tea and curious about these. I think you were gonna knock me unconscious, tie me to the bag of rocks you hid the boat, sink me to the bottom of the lake. I think you just tried tried to kill me.
Because all you do is criticize me in your stupid accent. It's like British crossed with the devil.
Well, your plan sucks.
Your plan is to just shoot me? I was being nice about it. You would have been unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Because I am considerate.
Oh my God!
Because stop it!
In a relationship, the key is finding ways to keep things fresh.
Cops are never gonna buy your bullshit. They're gonna see somebody just pretending to care.
Like you can do any better.
She should have been back by now.
What's up?
Can you please do something? Can you please help? She's not just gone.
Oh my God, there's so much blood.
Heaven has another angel.
Don't walk into the light.
Come down from heaven and save her.
Isn't ready for you.
God. Oh God, she was so beautiful in life.
Okay, well. Another one of these couples hate each other, so they're gonna kill each other movies. But this could be funny, I guess. I feel like this maybe could have come out before October, where it's like not really a horror movie, but it's like kind of a funny take. And then Halloween, October, all the real serious movies come out. Looks good. The budget might be $5 million. Hopefully it's cheap. Hopefully the stunts are kind of, affordable. It is a dark comedy, psychological thriller, action comedy thriller. A dysfunctional married couple retreats to a secluded cabin to repair their relationship, but each secretly plots to murder the other. Oh. Is this based off of... Well, no, never mind. I was going to say, it reminds me of something, but... Okay. So they're... Wow, okay. Interesting, I guess. 7.3 stars, not bad. Directed by Jorma Taccone. Let's see who this guy is. Here he is. Oh, he did this, An American Pickle. That's kind of an interesting one. Let's see. Oh, wait, did he do... Oh, this guy. Okay, now I know. The Lonely Island, right? Right, I'm pretty sure. Didn't he do... Yeah, The Lonely Island. Yes, okay. I see. So, this guy is writing this one and directing it? Or... MacGruber, too! Ah! He's from SNL. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously. But I mean, like, he's able to do stuff with the characters. Tommy... So, he's just directing it. He didn't write this. That's interesting. Written by Tommy Wirkola, Jorma Taccone. So that guy didn't have any writing influence. Like, he didn't help write at all. That's interesting. They probably asked him. Let's see this guy. Whoa, that's a cool looking picture. Dead Snow 2, Red vs. Dead. What? Might check those out. That looks kind of cool. Spermageddon. The Trip, Over Your Dead Body, Thrash. It's also coming out. Ooh, 5 stars. Upcoming All Day and All Night, Undying Love, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters 2. Really? And then Death Romance. Oh, wow. Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, Dead Snow. That's cool. Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters. All right. And then also written by Nick Ball. He has done The Trip, Cat Run, Colin Brummy Tethered, War Pigs, Death Romance, also. And then John Niven. He did The Trip, Supervised, Kill Your Friends, Cat Run, kind of mixed ratings. All Day and All Night, War Pigs, Death Romance, Berlin, Bromley. Cool. So kind of mixed reviews. Hopefully they know what they're doing. Starring... Why is this guy first? Jason Segel. Well, why are they first? Samara Weaving, right? She's the main... I'm not familiar with her. I don't know why this cast is in the wrong order. Timothy Oliphant. Who else? Cool. Let's check out 7 reviews. 7.3 stars so far. 1 out of 10. Don't waste your money. Jesus. If you think it is funny seeing someone's head or face shot off with a shotgun and lots of knifings and blood, this is the movie for you. I generally like Jason Segel, who often plays a charming, sad sack. Someone you would root for. It's difficult to root for him in this rarely funny film with a lot of gratuitous violence. How are people dying? There's other people around. He co-stars with Samara Weaving, who is his wife in an unhappy marriage. Apparently, they haven't had relations in a couple of years, and Dan decides to want to kill her. That he wants to kill her. What he doesn't know is that Lisa wants to kill him too. There must be some insurance money at stake, as they don't seem to be considering a divorce, and they are in bad financial condition. Their house is set for sale. Oh, their house is for sale, and the only asset they have is a rundown cabin on a lake owned by his father, who was confined to an institution. While they go at each other at the cabin with tasers, knives, guns, etc., 2 escaped murderers and their jailer who enabled their escape show up. This leads a lot of blood and a creative way to kill someone with a lawnmower. People get incredibly beat up, stabbed, and run over with a car, but don't die. It's all played for laughs, but at the end, it's difficult to see why this movie was made. It's even more astonishing that it won the Audience Award at the South by Southwest Film Festival. Save your money. Jesus Christ. Wow. 8 out of 10. What a fun movie. Okay. It's straight up a good time. It's a simple idea. Oh my God. 8 out of 10. Jason Segel and Samara Weaving are perfect for each other. 6 out of 10. Early premiere. Watchable mid-gory comedy. Gen X checking in. Caught the premiere early screening of this. Is very funny in several parts, and most laughs are generated from the old school father character in the beginning and ending. There is over-the-top violence and gore, which is well done. The film suffers halfway through, but keep watching as the ending makes it better. If it wasn't in theater, I would have stopped the stream and diverted. The cast is okay, can be annoying at times. This is a watchable mid, but will ultimately be forgotten in 3, 2, 1, 6 out of 10. All right, well, there you go. There was probably some good reviews. Oh, that's like all the reviews. Almost done. That was it. Yeah, I had 2 more. Okay, and then the scene with Carmen Meftar. Here, the Rotten Tomatoes. It has 70% from the critics. That's I don't know what to say sometimes. Makes me laugh. Wow. The critics like this kind. I don't even know what to say. Which Hitchcockian flair. I was going to say, it reminded me of Strangers on a Train. Inventive gore and electric performances of a dead body blends tense thrills and playful twists into a satisfying, if occasionally conventional ride. So, does it do everything correct? It looks like it has a ticking time bomb. They have to figure out some solution. There is obviously conflict. Are there themes? Are there any messages? An arc? Are they going to figure out, they're probably going to yell at each other, and they're going to yell so much that they're going to fix the problem, and everything's going to work out in the end. I don't know, right? That would be a good redeemable thing, to make the movie. That would be like kind of a redeemable thing to like sort of make the movie have like a point. Like, oh, they worked out their problems. That's kind of sweet or whatever. Critics' reviews. Richard Whitaker from Austin Chronicle gave it 3.5 out of 5 tomatoes, saying even at the couple's most murderous, they keep a certain sad warmth to Dan and Lisa and an unexpected hope that maybe these 2 axe-wielding kids can make it work after all. That's what I think the ending is going to be. Beatrice Loaiza from New York Times gave it a splat, saying intentionally juvenile humor can have a way of breaking down even the stoniest viewer with the right levels of sincerity and self-awareness, but the film is too slick and giddy about its own crudity to nurture a good feeling. I don't know. So Randy Myers from San Jose Mercury News gave it 2 out of 4 tomatoes, saying the pairing of Ready or Not's weaving, there you go, with shrinking star Seagal sparks huge laughs with both actors going all out during the outrageous, ouch-inducing fights they have with each other in 3 something. Zach Pope from Zach Pope Reviews gave it 4 out of 5 tomatoes, saying utterly fantastic, a hilarious, blood-soaked, chaotic romance filled with laughs, action, and genuine relationship advice. See, that's what I'm thinking the X Factor could be, and then leading to the end where they get back together, probably. Weaving is once again brilliant. Seagal is fantastic. The chemistry is pretty believable, but something. Mark Dusick from Mark Reviews Movies gave it 3 out of 4 tomatoes, saying the constant and surprising escalation of the film is why it works both as a thriller and a very dark comedy. All right, that's good enough. Audience Reviews, Matthew G gave it 4.5 stars, saying, well, I was looking forward to watching this movie being surprised until I read a review on Rotten Tomatoes by SHOUTOUT magazine, something. Nano N gave it 4 stars, saying, I was literally cringing in my seat while laughing and groaning uproariously with the whole theater. Lots of fun here. Interesting. And then BP gave it 4 stars, saying, a raucously entertaining splatstick comedy. Splatstick. Like if the Three Stooges like shot each other and like chopped each other's arms off and stuff and threw each other off a building. Oh my God. You know, that'd be funny. They should do that kind of a thing. Okay, so this movie, if there's any financial information, no budget stuff. So this film could be a lot of fun. I think that hopefully the budget is low. It doesn't say it is. Maybe $5 million. It looks like it could be good. An hour 45 minutes seems maybe like a good enough runtime. If the critics are saying it's good, and as of late, there's been these violent movies like Ready or Not 2 and whatever the other violent one was, whatever. There's so many now. This could do well because of those. So I'm going to say that if the budget is low, $5 million, then it could do well. If it's really $5 million or $10 million, I'm going to say that this movie will probably pop with, I'm going to say 20 to 30 million and probably come in the top, I'm going to go with 15. And then the last movie we can check out, I already watched it in the last one. I think it would do well, but it looks like it has some issues. Looks very well produced. I'm just going to read some new reviews if there are any, because last time there weren't any reviews on IMDb. And it looks like there's none. Again, there's still none. It's definitely going to flop. I don't even know why it came out last week and I covered it, and then now it's coming out again. Like, they think a second time is going to do well. Here are the Rotten Tomatoes for it. 71% from the critics. That's crazy. I don't know why it's not getting more stuff. Critics reviews, no consensus. Richard Whitaker from the Austin Chronicle gave it 3.5 out of 5 tomatoes, saying it's in the final act that Laurie embraces the Catholic and Gothic grandiosity of his own conceit. Danny Lay from Financial Times gave it 2 out of 5 tomatoes, saying the movie can often seem deeply self-serious. Now and then it is also very funny. The performances are a pleasure. Colin Hathaway giving life to characters on the brink. John Nugget from Empire Magazine gave it a 4 out of 5 tomatoes, saying a defiantly avant-garde take on commercial chart toppers. It's not for everyone, but it deserves to be a gorgeous fusion of film, fashion, faith, and certified bangers. See, it looks like Trap without the murder, the big murder, the killer finding part, I guess. Trying Nicole from Riotous gave it tomatoes, saying, call it friendship or lost love or codependency, whatever you call it. Hathaway and Cole turn these characters into fuel. Laurie's film wouldn't spark without the combustion. You have to applaud that part, I guess. Cool. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. it probably has good character stuff and everything. And it's probably very weird, but it probably works, but not on a mainstream level. Therefore, the audience probably will not like it. Audience reviews, Sequoia, I guess, give it 5 stars, saying I laughed and cried. That's how good this movie was. Perio gave it 3 stars, saying heated rivalry, but lesbian. See, I think it's like that. It's an A24 film. They make hit or miss films. Pillion was, I think, a gay movie. This, I think, is going to be a gay movie. So that's probably what it is. Patrick gave it 3.5 stars, saying apparently David Lurie came up with this story since he felt he was losing connection to his art while making a something. Raymond gave it 1 star, saying, what did I just watch? Very talky. You can tell the script writer used their thesaurus. Enjoyed seeing Hathaway's 6-pack abs. What the world? Simon gave it a star, saying didn't know what to expect. Left the theater thinking that was not for me. Yeah, probably. It was amazing and scary as hell. It bloody as hell. It bloody as okay. Is there violence in it? Yeah, so I'm just saying that still I think this movie it's not gonna do well. Still probably do better later. You know, on streaming, people are like, whoa, this is a really cool movie or whatever. Looks nicely produced. It has mixed reviews. And I think it will flop with, I said 10 million, and then I was going to guess 15 million this time. But I'm going to guess it's probably going to do like 5 million. And I mean, it already came in like top 20, I think. So it'll probably be in like top 25th, the 25th place, I guess. Okay, so I think that Desert Warrior, since it has a $150 million budget, that it's absolutely insane. It looks good. It looks like Dune. It's probably going to be lame. Anthony Mackie is somewhat liked, but it'll probably be based off his performance in the end. This will flop with 70 million, but come in the top 15. Fuze has a $170 million budget, which is also insane. It does look really good, but people are saying it looks kind of cheap. The premise looks like, I think other films have done this premise a little bit better, but it should be a fun movie. I do think it will flop with 70 million and come in the top 15. Michael looks pretty good. I think the fans will like it. It has a $200 million budget, which is pretty crazy. I really think it should have been less. It has mixed reviews. It looks fun. It's a biopic, so I don't think the critics should really criticize it in that kind of way. I think this will flop with 80 million and eventually make up its money in the next week or two, but it will be in the top 10, if not the top 5. Over Your Dead Body looks fun, but maybe people are burnt out on this violent subject. It could do well because of the other films that have been out as of late, like Ready or Not 2, etc. The budget might be 5 million, so this could pop just easily with 10 million maybe. Jason Segel looks fun. I do think this will pop with 20 to 30 million and be in the top 15. And Mother Mary has mixed reviews. It looks nicely produced. I don't know why it's being released again. I think it will flop with 5 million and be in the top 30. Okay, so here are the current box office the results right now. Let's see, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy has 13 million still. I don't know why they do this total gross on here, but it's not like total, like global also. I don't know why this doesn't put domestic, worldwide, and then total all on here. It's kind of annoying, but whatever, because I think Lee Cronin's The Mummy made 30 million, so it might have done better worldwide. So yeah, and then what else? We have, yeah, see, here's Mother Mary way down here, by the way. I don't know why it thinks it's gonna like do good, because like to be released again, I don't understand that. Yeah, so I think Michael Jackson, the movie, whatever, Michael will be up here, top 5. It will definitely probably make more than Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's going to be in 3rd place, right? I bet you it'll be in 3rd place. And then Desert Warrior will probably be around here with normal, I would say. and then Over Your Dead Body, probably around here in 10th place, right? Fuze will probably be same around there, 8th or 9th place. Mother Mary, you see it all the way down here. So yeah, that's what I think is probably gonna happen. I mean, yeah, Mario will hold first place for a while. Project Hail Mary will stay there. The drama is kind of doing okay. It might hold that spot. I think it's gonna be all these will move down, and then right here in 3rd place is where Michael will be. That's my guess for that part. I'm saying. So yeah, those are all the numbers currently. And that wraps up this episode of Mike on Mike. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and thenumbers.com. Leave a comment down below about how you think these movies are going to turn out, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.